Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early December 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the Aries collective, the Rams. What do we got going on, my gods? Talk to me. What do we have for our friends? What do you got for us? Energies, messages, insights. What can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into. Well, let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries in early December. What's happening? What is the vibe? And I really do hope you're all doing well. It's technically the holiday season, but let's take a little vibe check here. What's going on? Thank you. Okay, so I do like this card. I feel like it's a nice layered complex card. It's also lay low. So for some of you, maybe you're like laying low, just doing your thing, staying in your own lane. That's very possible. But there's always like extra layers with this card, even though it's very simple looking. It's complex. And before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So we see this lovely lady. It looks like she's dressed up in costume and she's surrounded by these birds. Not sure if they're cranes or geese or something, but she's blending in with them. So like I mentioned a little earlier, this is a very lay low type of vibe. Now for some of you, this could be another person where they're just like in their own lane, laying low, just calm, cool, collected. This could be someone not wanting to start issues or avoiding drama or even avoiding something in general. I don't necessarily feel like this is bad, especially for us Aries. Like usually when we're like focused on a task or focused on something, we stay in our lane. And that's kind of like how this feels to me. So a lot of you could just be doing you, if we were to put it that way. But aside from that, I think this is a beautiful aesthetic card, especially since she's all dressed up in costume. So for a lot of Aries in this time, appearances, aesthetics, that could be very important. Maybe some of you are changing something about your look or how you present yourself to the outer world, whether it's like hair or wardrobe. There's something about how things are perceived. So this could be, it could be good, especially if you're making self-improvements and just laying low, doing your own thing. But we're just going to leave it at that for now. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card there doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Aries, please. What's happening in early December? And yeah, while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled The Karmic Situation, and I've been getting this feeling for a while now for a lot of Aries of revisiting things, revisiting situations. There was also something in there about patience, so delays or little situations popping up where it's like, okay, this is a bit of a hindrance, but it didn't feel like anything too wild to me. So we're going to hope that energy starts to free up. But yeah, let's get you 3 cards in the upright. I mean, as you know, every reading, it's different, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're connected to, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for early December. What do you got for Aries, gang? What's going on? Thank you. Okay, 3 swords. It's a little annoying. Let's get a couple more. I mean, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just where we're starting from. Okay, so let's get that right there. Let's get 2 more, and we'll start piecing this together. What do we got? Okay, all right, so I'm already getting the vibe of possible improvement or something solidifying, which could be really good, especially this time of year. Let's get 1 more out here, and then we'll piece it together. What's going on for Aries, please? Early December. Thank you. Okay, we do have the Tower here on the back end. Now, that could be a very volatile card, but the way the energy is flowing to me, I do like it. To me, there's like a calm within a storm of some sort, which is peculiar. So if you are experiencing challenges, I feel like either you or somebody else is like keeping their head on straight. I don't want to get too intuitive just yet, but let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, yeah, I mean, there's some cards here that definitely have us raising an eyebrow. We have the Three of Swords, air energy. We have the King of Pentacles, earthy, which grounds things down. And then we have the shocking Tower right there on the back end. But like I said, the way the energy flows to me, it's like, okay, we got some minor things. We got a lot of stuff happening. But this King of Pentacles energy, it's just like standing firm for some reason, which could be very good, especially if you're experiencing problems in situations. It's like, all right, I'm okay, or I will be okay. But let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number 1, Three of Swords. Now, I always say this card is on a spectrum. I'm sure most of you have seen this card before. It's one of the more iconic tarot cards, and it can represent pain. It could represent stress, anxiety, things that are very tense. It could represent hurt of some sort, and it could be very minor. Like for some areas, you might just be a little bit gloomy. For others, it could be health-related things. For others, it could be heartbreak. So it's on a spectrum, but it's kind of annoying, right? Whenever we have the Three of Swords. Now, for some of you, it might be someone you're connected to that's going through the blues or having a difficult time. But the thing I like about the Three of Swords is that it's not a long-lasting type of energy. Like this could be one that moves through, especially with what we have coming up. I feel like that's good. I think the one that we really want to keep an eye on is the Tower on the back end as opposed to this, because to me, it just feels like it's not anything super substantial. Now, moving to the center, we do have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy. Now, for a portion of you, you may be connected to an Earth sign when the King of Pentacles is here, but that doesn't always have to be the case. This could be an energy you're stepping into. The King of Pentacles is about money, finance, career, business. So for a lot of areas, you could be in that Pentacle mode and mindset, just very grounded and abundant. So when I see this card, I think of wins and victories and things going your way. And in the midst of all this stuff we have going on here, it's like this King of Pentacles is firm. It's like, I'm good. So that lay low energy I was seeing earlier on in reading, that could be very good for a lot of areas. So if there's like things going on around you or the people around you, could be very important for you to just like stay in your own lane with this King of Pentacles. The challenge, and you know I always give you the positive and challenge of every card. The King of Pentacles can be very stubborn sometimes, and when he shows up in reverse, it could be very Tower-like. So we definitely want to explore these much further, but I'm not getting any rough feelings from this King of Pentacles just yet. I mean, for some of you, it could just be an Earth sign you're connected to, right? So we will see. I mean, that's great for earthly abundance. It is really nice here. Now, moving to the back end, this, like I mentioned, this is the one we do want to keep an eye on. We have the Tower. If you watch tarot, I'm sure you've seen this one as well. It's a common card. Scorpio energy. So if you have Scorpio placements or connected to Scorpio, this could just simply be them. But when we see the Tower, for good, bad, or indifferent, this is an energy of shock, upheaval, change. This is also a karmic energy, kind of like what we were seeing last week. But the Tower, it's shaken up the foundation for one reason or another. So whether it is a situation, whether it's a win, whether it's a problem, we're just going to have to see how this all plays. Because the positive thing about the Tower, yeah, it's unexpected, it's shocking and all that stuff, but it's not always bad. But what I will say, if there are some of you out there that are going through a bit of a hectic time or there's a lot of stuff happening, I really like that we have this King of Pentacles in the center, because it's like, okay, well, this is happening, but I'm okay, everything will be okay. That energy in the center is grounding it down for me, which is really nice. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Aries. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Let's get a good shuffle here. Let's see what's happening. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on that Three of Swords? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Three of Swords time. What's happening? What is going on? Thank you. Cool. Solutions, planning. All right, now for a portion of you, there is some strategy at play, whether it's plans that you're needing to make or whether it's plans that someone else is making. When I see the Two of Wands, to me, that is one of my biggest cards in the whole deck, of someone who's like, I'm going to do this, that, this, and that. Now, as an Aries myself, I know we're generally a little more go with the flow. I mean, we do have a reputation for being a little spontaneous sometimes, but I feel whatever situations that do crop up or whatever it is you're going through, if you have a step by step, like, okay, I'm going to handle it this way, that way, that way, and that way, there's something very strong here about planning and putting those plans into effect. Um, Try not to hyper focus on negative as well. I know that's an interesting type of message here, but I feel like there could be a propensity for some Aries in this time. Like if something does pop up, you might hyper focus on a problem or a situation. So that's the one warning I do have for this. Two wands could represent travel, distance, things like that, of course. Now, again, this could be someone else's energy. There could be someone that is like planning or strategizing something, especially with the Three of Swords. But I feel like it's planning to make it right or planning to make it better. I don't feel like this is someone coming in a malicious way. So those are the three main messages I'm picking up here. So before we move on to the King of Pentacles, yes, there's the strategy and planning that either one, you need to implement, two, someone else is planning to try to improve something or make it better, or watch out for the propensity to like hyper focus on challenges, big, small, and different. Like there could be a hyper focus on that. Okay, so let's keep moving. Let's not get hung up there. All right, I'll take my own advice. Let's see what that King of Pentacles is. Why is that King of Pentacles in the mix for my Aries friends? What's going on? Thank you. Yep, double twos. All right, that's a good thing. This is another karmic card. So now we're seeing like omens, signs, synchronicities. And just like I've been feeling since the very beginning, it's like, no, I'm going to hold this down. This is nothing that I can't get over. Or this, like, I've been through a lot. This isn't going to shake me. I'm cool. So I do like this energy quite a bit. Again, whether it's coming from you or somebody else, like it's a very grounded, like rock type of energy. It's like, you are not going to budge me off course. You are not going to budge me off mission. So just know in this time, maybe we might be a little more hard-headed than normal, right? Everyone knows we're pretty headstrong as Aries. But when I see the King of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles in the upright, beautiful. You see this individual, it looks like they're juggling the pentacles. Yeah, so sometimes it could be someone that's very busy. So, I mean, especially with work, career things, a lot of Aries could be very busy in that realm. But also, there's an infinity symbol. This is a card of harmony and balance. Notice now we have repeating twos showing up. So watch for signs, synchronicities, omens. Your guides and spirit team could be trying to tell you, like, listen, everything's cool. Everything's going to work out. I'm getting this strong improvement. So still, with this King of Pentacles in the center, I feel like it's rock solid. It's like this is an energy that's not going to be budged. And I feel like that's in the positive way. So whatever it is that pops up, whatever it is that's going on around you, it's not going to knock you off course. That's how it feels to me. So let's keep moving. And again, this Two of Pentacles does share some things with the Two of Wands. It shares some things with the Tower because it's karmic energy. So let's go in on that Tower, because as I mentioned, that's the one that I've been eyeing up since the very beginning. Like up here, like, yeah, this all feels manageable. But let's see what the Tower has. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow. So why is the Tower showing up? What's all this shocking energy for the Aries collective, please? What's going on? Thank you. Wow, that's good. That is really, really good, my friends. I mean, this is a shocking winner victory showing up here. We have the Knight of Cups in the upright. Now, I will say this for a very, very small portion of you. There could be some issues in love and romance, but if that Knight of Cups was in reverse, that's when I'd say, like, oh, watch out for interpersonal relationships. I feel for the vast majority of Aries, this is a very, very good card. Big Scorpio water sign energy here on the back end. Now, let's talk about the Knight of Cups a little bit before we go further into the messages. Water sign energy, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. The Knight of Cups is action. It's moving forward. It's a Prince Charming, silky smooth, easy flowing, easy going type of energy. So when I see it under the Tower, the shock, then this, it's like, whoa, all right, that's a shocking, that went way better than I thought it would, or that passed well. So again, if you're going through tests, whatever they might be, or whatever it is that pops up, I feel like in the end, like this is a shocking win, where it's like a release. It's almost like a breakthrough here on the back end. So I really like what I'm picking up here. But again, for a very small portion of you, just watch out for some interpersonal things, especially if you've been having issues in that realm lately, because the Knight of Cups is about love. But yeah, when I see the Tower and him in the upright, I'm like, whoa, this is big, and it's coming out of nowhere, but I love it. Once again, shocking winner victory. Now, this could come in a couple of different areas. Again, personal relationships, monetary. There's good energy here of improvement. as we move through the spread. So I feel like this is a very claimable one. Even though we have a tower, I don't feel like it's a bad tower this week. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, a little nervous about that tower in the beginning, but I'm feeling much better about it. Position number 1, we do have the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. A few messages came out here for a portion of you. Whatever situations you're going through, like a planned, steady approach is going to help you the best, like step by step by step by step. Okay, even though I know we're usually more go with the flow, I also get the vibe that there could be someone you're connected to that's planning to improve something or make it better. So there is strategy at play. I mean, but when the tower shows up, plans go out the window, right? I also saw a possible propensity to like really hyper focus on situations, big, small, or indifferent. So try your best not to like over focus on what's not going right. In the center, we have the King of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. This energy is holding it down. It's rock solid. You're not going to throw me off course. I'm going to keep going my way. There's great energy around career, business, and money. Could be keeping yourself very busy in that realm. But aside from that, to me, I just feel like this is a beautiful, positive energy where it's grounded. It's like whatever situations pop up, like I'm good either way. I'm in my own lane. I'm doing my own thing. On the back end, we have the Tower, the Shock, with the Knight of Cups in the upright. That's absolutely beautiful. Now, I did say for a lot of Aries, this could be a shocking win or victory. It's giving me breakthrough types of vibes where it's like, okay, that passed quicker than I thought, or that was easier than I thought it would be. There is a very small portion of you that could be having some interpersonal problems, but then again, remember what we had here in the center. The energy holds it down. So I feel like it's a claimable reading this week. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. So let's get a good shuffle here for my Aries friends. What's happening? Please, my guides. What's happening for my good friends? And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Let's get this going here. What do we have in the shadows for Aries, please? Oh, okay. A few cards popped out, but I'm going to take 2. I don't normally take 2, but I feel like this definitely fits the vibe, fits the theme of what I've been seeing for a couple weeks now. Now, in the shadows, we do have the World, okay, and the 7 of Wands. Let me try to like line those up together. And usually I only do one shadow card, but yes, the World is a karmic energy, which has been sticking around for a couple weeks now for the Aries collective. It does speak about cycles, change, transformation. So I feel like a big chunk of Aries are going through a period of transformation, even if they don't realize it, sense it, or feel it. This is a very powerful energy. The good thing about it, yeah, it could represent endings, but to me, this is more of like changing a chapter or turning the page to the next chapter. So this could be really good, especially when it comes up next to this 7 of Wands. This is an energy of a fighter, not a fighter as in a troublemaker or trouble starter. It's someone that has a ton of determination. Whatever life throws at you, you're going to take it in stride. And that's kind of a vibe that we were seeing within the reading itself. So just know, whether you're going through good times, rough times, it doesn't matter. Like there's a strength within you. When I see the World and the 7 of Wands, there's a certain intangible strength, and you need to know that and lean into it. You might be stronger than you realize for whatever situations you're dealing with. I feel like this is a beautiful thing, and I feel like it's a strong energy that could really get you through any challenges. So Aries, that was a very positive shadow card this week. That's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar and book one at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the December subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, what do you want Santa Claus to bring you this year for Christmas? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.